Hello everybody, welcome back to another Planet Coaster video. It's been a long time, I know, and yeah, we're finally back, and this episode we make a lot of progress. I had 4 hours of footage, so I've had to speed this up by 1000%, and I normally speed it up by 400, so there's a lot today, but I'm really happy with our progress. It's taken me about 2 or 3 weeks to do this, but I did eventually manage to finish it. It might not be 3 weeks, but it's been pretty much since I finished the last episode, so it'd have been a few weeks. But yeah, I'm really glad that it's finally sorted. We really do get on with so much. Like here, you can see that I am making the police car. No, the police van, which is used as the operating room. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but something along those lines. So yeah, adding that, I probably will edit it for the next episode because it's just something which I want to change in it. But there is, as I say, we do really get on with so much, and I'm really happy with what we do. So I did redo the swarm before this clip, but I did also redo the swarm on another clip, so it will look quite different. All the supports have been put in. That was the thing that took the most amount of time. It took so long. It probably took about 6 hours of gameplay just to get the supports in, to be honest. So it wasn't the most fun thing to do, but we did finally get it sorted, so I am really happy with that. So yeah, pretty much most of the station just gets completely revamped. Like, we've got it how it is at the moment, and it doesn't really look right, so I pretty much revamped the entire thing. But that's not too much of an issue, I wouldn't say, so I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, as I say, we're just putting in the police van here. It doesn't look realistic, I don't think, so I will probably get it fixed for the next episode. But yeah, looking forward to that. I know it has been a very long time since the last episode, and I am really sorry for that, but I am going to try and start uploading this a lot more because it is fun to do, and I know you guys enjoy it as well. And I would also like to really apologise for how late this episode is. It was meant to be uploaded an hour and 40 minutes ago, and I'm only recording the voiceover now. So I've been pretty unorganised for this entire thing, but at least we're finally getting there. So I've realised how much I've really done wrong on this. You can see here that I haven't really done the back right, I haven't done the front right or anything like that, so I do go back to that and yeah, get that fixed. If you see any pauses like you did just then, that'll be me trying to look for a hex code on the internet, because I can't really find the right colours on Planet Coaster properly. So yeah, just removing the entire thing here. Pretty sad, but oh well. I did take a bit of inspiration from Digital Dan as well, so if I can, I'll remember to leave the link to his channel in the description as well, because he's remade the swarm as well. So yeah. So here I'm just adding in the main supports. I'm not entirely sure how much I like them because they're not super realistic. They look really clean. Like, they don't look wood, they just look metal, really. So I probably will change that for the next episode, but yeah, hopefully it looks alright. Recently we hit 100 subscribers, which is fantastic, so thank you all so much for that. Our goal for this year is 1,000 subscribers, so if you guys can help me make this happen, that would be absolutely fantastic. So yeah, as I say, we're pretty much redoing the entire station, redone the swarm, made the queue this episode as well, which I'm really happy with. It's just really nice. I don't really know what to say, to be honest, because there isn't much to say because the season isn't on at the moment, is it? But I will say that I've seen a lot of questions going around on the internet about when do you think the parks will reopen, and I've been really optimistic throughout this whole thing, and I think the parks are gonna probably reopen mid to late May. That might be quite controversial, but I am thinking about it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Yeah, obviously the parks are pretty much ready to open once the lockdown's over, which is, I don't think will be too long. Well, they'll need to do testing for maybe a week, if that, because the park was going to open in about a week before they had to close it anyway, so I might not even be a week. Might be a couple of days, but yeah, I am really looking forward to the season starting up again, because I think it will this year, which is fantastic. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm just adding in the back churchy style thing. I don't really know how to describe it. This was actually really difficult to make right, to make look smooth anyway. If you're wondering what I'm using here, it's actually wooden bracket 5, small wooden bracket 5. It doesn't look like, when you look at it in the building section, it doesn't look like it would work, but actually it works really, really well, so I am pretty happy with that. If you ever have any questions about what I'm using to build, absolutely feel free to let me know. I'll try and answer it best I can. I may not be able to, I might have forgotten, but I'll try. So, yeah, next episode, my plan is to finish off the Swarm. So Swarm Island will be completely finished for the next episode, which will be amazing. And then I think I'm going to start moving on to either the Stealth Plaza or possibly the Nemesis Inferno sort of area, like working my way towards it. I'm not going to go from the Swarm to Nemesis Inferno. I'll make the areas in between. So yeah, hopefully that looks all right. But as I say, I did spend a long time on this today, and just throughout the last week or so. So if you do enjoy, please do leave a like. It would mean a lot, and subscribe. I mean, I looked at my today's playtime earlier, and I had 500 minutes, and that's just today. So I've been really pushing to get this out for you guys. So any support would be greatly appreciated. And also, not sure if everybody knows, but I do actually have a Twitch. So if you're not already following, make sure you do, because I stream Hypixel Skyblock mainly every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Sunday. So make sure you go over and follow me there as well. We're at 18 followers, I think, at the moment, maybe 20, I'm not sure. So make sure you follow it, see if we can hit 20 followers for the next stream, and maybe you can get 50 by the end of the month. That'd be great. So yeah, I'm pretty much just deleting the walls here, because I need to get that churchy type of piece incorrectly. I am also going to be moving on to the maintenance shed as well this episode, so looking forward to that. And here we are actually now just adding it in. As I say, there is so much for me to do this episode. It's actually unbelievable. I actually had to delete an entire clip, because I had to delete the entire queue line earlier because it just wasn't right, so I had to redo it. I'm just adding in the maintenance track here, using the locomotive rail, track rail or piece or whatever it is. The maintenance shed isn't going to be open, so you won't be able to see in it, because that's just too much effort, to be honest. I had so much trouble with the track and all that, so I did obviously completely redo the Swarm, just to make it look as realistic as I possibly can. I'm pretty happy with it at the moment. I think it does look really good. It's getting there, at least. It's not perfect yet. It definitely isn't at the moment with what you guys are saying, but from what I've seen at the end of the episode, which you guys will see obviously, I'm really happy with it, and I'm really looking forward to showing you guys. If there's any areas specifically you guys would like to see me, if there's any areas you guys would like to see me make next as well, feel free to let me know. I will be more than happy to do that. And as you can see here, I'm actually adding in the queue line. I've had to redo the track and the supports to make it fit in with the queue line, and I kind of I can't remember, I either forgot to record. Yeah, I must have forgotten to record making the start of the queue line, so I am sorry about that. But yeah, it does look, it fits in quite nicely. Obviously I will get rid of the grass later on in the episode. It's going to be using the concrete slab, which you can just see over by the shop front. So yeah, but I had a ridiculous amount of problems with the queue line. I mean, I really don't understand why it's been so difficult for me, but I have struggled with it. I've been doing it pretty much solidly non-stop for the last 2 days, and it's just really gotten to the point of I never want to see Planet Coaster again. But I'm going to continue doing it because I do really enjoy doing it when I'm not struggling. I enjoy doing it when I'm struggling, but it gets to the point where it's just too much. But yeah, the next episode, as I say, I want to finish off Swarm Island. I want to make the back queue line. I want to make the toilets, finish off the concrete, add the plane, add the rest of the scenery, really. And then, yeah, for episode 9, I will probably make depth charge, possibly. If I'm wrong, I can't remember what the name of it is, but if I'm wrong, then I'll put it up on screen, whatever it is. But I'm pretty sure it's depth charged one for the slides. That can't be functioning because that just doesn't exist in Planet Coaster. But I feel like that would take me a long time to make. So yeah, and I am sorry if there's any lag this episode. I had to have 5 tabs of Firefox open just to try and make it all so I can see what I'm doing, basically. So yeah. I had pictures, diagrams and all that. It was absolutely manic today. Because I know a lot of people really enjoy these episodes. So I try and do them as best as I possibly can for you. So yeah, this is just the store. I'm not going to bother putting anything in it because it's a lot of effort for something which really doesn't mean anything. So I just put some shutters over it. I think that looks alright. Yeah, I didn't actually realise how nice the shop looked. But thinking about it now, it does actually turn out to be really quite nice and looks like the real one, so I'm really happy with that. As I say, nothing will be sold in there, but the queue line doesn't work properly, so there's no need for it to sell anything. I might add some parts down just so it does function, but I might not, I'm not sure yet. I did add an exit into the ride, but I'm not sure. I might just get rid of it. I'm not sure I really want it. Let me know, do you guys want this to function properly or not? I am going to be adding it to the Steam Workshop once it's all done, so let me know what you think, if it needs to be, if you want it to be functioning or not. Let me know. I'll be more than happy to do whatever there, really, because it's not difficult to make it function properly, so definitely not too bad. So I'm making the roof for this, but I actually realised that it looks better using the 1 meter slope, so I do change that later. Obviously adding in the actual floor now, that will be covering pretty much the entirety of Swarm Island. It won't be under all of the braking area for the rides and all that, but it will be on most of it. So yeah, you can see me there just changing it to the 1 meter slope because 2 meter just looks pointless. Yeah, let me know what you guys want me to talk about in the next episode. I always struggle to think about what I'm going to talk about for these episodes. I'm just really looking forward to theme parks opening again, because that means all of this is starting to go over and finish, and also everybody can get back to having fun. I'm sure people are having fun, but it will be really nice when we can go back to the Thorpe Park resort and just chill out there. I'm just adding in the, I don't really know what it is because it's not a roof because it doesn't get filled in, but it's just some kind of structure for the roof. Oh, it's probably for the church to make it look like a church, I guess. Possibly just the shell of it. But yeah, I have had to make quite a few improvisations for this because I was struggling with room for some reason. So yeah, I had to do some improvs for it, but it's not too bad. I do also end up changing the gaps in the wall as well. I'll do that for the next episode. I haven't done it for this episode, but it will be done for the next episode, which you can expect to be out next Tuesday or next Thursday, either one. But I can assure you it will be on time this time because I will be working on it again properly. So yeah, just adding in a bit of the theming around the queue line now. Nothing too special, but it's quite nice. I realised that I was using the roughen tool instead of the flatten to foundation because I'm big brain. Yeah, adding this landscape was really difficult actually. Just 'cause it always overflowed into the queue, and it doesn't obviously in real life. So yeah, I'm just adding in the news area. It normally has Channel 5 news, I think it is playing, their own made up version. On the TVs. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find what it actually plays for the next episode. That'd be really cool if I can get them all playing the right thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to looking around for that. Now I'm adding in the satellite. It doesn't look great, I'm gonna be honest, and this is my way of getting around the annoying sculpting. I think pretty decent way of doing it. Makes a lot more sense and it's a lot easier. Yeah, always colouring in the grass as well because makes it look better. I would rather have a muddy sort of colour, but with the scenery theme that I used, it doesn't really work. So if you guys can think of any other thing that I could use as the trailer or the satellite, which would look better, please do let me know because I was really struggling with that today. So yeah, definitely let me know. Satellite was a real pain to make because it just didn't look even close to half decent really. I had to make the trailer for it as well. This satellite mainly goes around the queue line for the main queue and the fast track queue. The disabled queue is pretty direct. I'd like to think it is. And if there's any parks you guys would like to see me do in the future once I've completed this, do let me know. Obviously try and be realistic with it. Don't be like, oh, you should do, I don't know. Well, actually all the parks are pretty realistic. All towers would be quite difficult because of the massive amount of trees, but I could just cut down on the trees. I'm not really bothered with what I do for the next one, but this series isn't finishing anytime soon, I can assure you. It'll probably finish at we'll probably get to 50 episodes at least. There's a lot to do, and I don't do a lot in each episode. Obviously this episode is probably the most productive episode I've done, but it's still not super productive, so yeah, that's that basically. Just having to move in the stairs a little bit here because I just didn't have enough room for things. And again, this is a bit where I've improvised. It doesn't go down, it actually goes straight across, but I didn't have the room for it to go down and straight across, so I've had to do it like this. And I don't know why, but this bit was really, really confusing me, and I really don't understand it. I've had to really make that smaller. I'm pretty happy with it, just adding in the final supports for that weird extra bit, and the concrete for the transfer track, and the concrete stoppers, and the roof for the maintenance shed. To say nothing will be in that, because I don't see why we need anything in there, but that's that basically. Thought I'd go with a pretty strange look. I couldn't really see what was on the top properly because Google Maps is just ridiculously zoomed out, so unfortunately I'm not able to see perfectly what there is, but yeah. Just adding in the the grass and the trees around the transfer track now. I'm not sure whether, I can't remember whether there is any because I wasn't looking at Google Maps for this, so I'll have a look for the next episode. But that's that basically. Just need to add in the extra concrete there along the queue line. I'm not sure whether I do the left side queue line properly there or not, so let me know what you guys think. I don't know whether we actually need the queue line properly. Yeah, just getting rid of those annoying bricks as the queue line. I don't know why they were there because the bricks aren't what the queue line is really, is it? And I found a much easier way to do the stairs, and again it's using the small wooden bracket. That is amazing. It seems to have everything. But guys, that is basically the end of the video now. It's been a long video, but yeah, if you did enjoy, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. It would mean a lot. Remember, 1K 2020 is our goal, and we are uploading a lot more frequently. So guys, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.